dolls. اليوم راح نحكيو على how to get out of a rut. Being in a rut or being in this, like, people call it like, a depressive episode, when you're in like a depressive episode which kind of lasts like a week or two, شهر 3 أيام, you know, and قاعد تنجز عليها ونورمال, ماشي حاجة بيزار انه تحسي بلي قاع الناس اللي هنا everybody looks happy. Yeah, babe, that's socials. Everyone is not happy all the time. Not everyone is enjoying what they're doing. Not everyone is having a good time. Do you know what I mean? But there's a difference between كاين ناس صح عيانين, they're just done with everything, but life keeps going, so they keep going. You have to keep up. Do you know what I mean? الحياة and the world does not wait for you. صح, you can wake up and be like, I'm not doing nothing today, but newsflash, the world is still gonna turn. So it's important to kind of understand why we get lazy, we're not bothered to wake up, everything is horrible, ما عندكش لونفي, عييتي طول الطون. انا تنقولها دائما نقول عييت, بصح انا نقول عييت, but I still get up and do what I need to do. Now, I know, like, نقدر نسقسيكم دوكا, like, I know you don't feel motivated, you feel like your days are repetitive, you're trying, أكيد تسيي تنوضي تقولي خلاص لا لازم نرجع, you know, الحياة, like, I need to get back to me, but you just genuinely don't know what to do. I'm just here to kind of give you some tips and tricks to, like, how to get out of it or how to fight it a bit more. باسكو قاعدتي كالناس لا تشوفي فيهم on social media, in your life, whatever, not everyone is having a good time, and not everyone is as happy or as perfect as you think people are. Not everyone's figured it out. Normal. It's just certain people have hacked the voice that's in their head and this feeling that is constantly pushing you down. دايما يعبص فيك كل يوم في مخك تقولي ما عنديش السهر, ما عنديش هذا, والحياة هكا والحياة هكا. But that's okay. We're going to do it together, where we're going to get out of it, get out of this rut, this depressive episode. Do you know what I mean? Before we get into the ways of how to get out of it, how to get out of this rut or this depressive episode, we kind of need to understand why we get it and how it's caused. It's a few things, and it's a few different things. It could be a mixture of things, could be one of the things. One, burnout. You are like a machine. You're not giving yourself راحة. أكيد دايما تجري, ما كيش تقعدي مع روحك شوية, تقعدي 5 دقايق تحكمي كسمة تتنفسين. You're not giving yourself a bit of a break. You're constantly running. That could be a reason. Number 2, perfectionism. It's a fine, I get it. We are obsessed with doing everything so perfectly. I am the number 1 advocate of not giving a shit about perfectionism. I will put a picture right here of a picture that I saw recently that kind of gave me an insight of the type of person I am. I am the other ladder. You know the ladder that's not pretty, but it reached the top. Yeah, hey, you can still use it to reach the top, whilst the other ladder is still being fixed. Astaghfirullah. خفت. Something fell. It's my thing that holds the phone and it fell. Anyway, so the other ladder is still being fixed because whoever is building it wants it to look a certain way. But by the time he's trying to fix it and make it look a certain way, the other person that barely did it perfectly has already reached the top. But it is useful. It's the same thing. They're both ladders. One of them is pretty, one of them is not. But the main goal of a ladder is what? To get you to the top. صح? It doesn't matter how pretty the situation is. For you to sit here, for example, when it comes to social media, you keep hearing these things. You need to do that, and you need to do this, and aesthetics, and background, and lighting, and microphone, and this and that. Then post this time of day, post that. I didn't follow none of that. I was like, you know what? I know what I have to say. It's the message and it's the actual, like, goal that matters. Not how you perceive it. لأني دوكا كنت قادرة, I could have done a beautiful background, an intro, but that's not what this is about. The message is what's important. For me, aesthetics, I don't really care about. So when you focus so much on perfecting something, it burns you out. It's so hard to perfect something because nothing is perfect. Nothing in this world is perfect. It just depends how you see a situation. فما تفوكسيش ما تحطيش اهتمام للperfectionism باسكو كي تقعدي ديري هكاك you're never gonna reach a level of perfectionism. So you will automatically feel like a failure. You will automatically تحسي بلي it's not worth it. Then you get sad about it. Then you get lazy about it because it's too much to keep this image of perfection. ما تقدريش. Stop trying to perfect everything. You just need to keep going the way that you can. Don't put too much focus into these little details. Do you know what I mean? That don't matter. It's as long as they don't matter. L'exemple اللي مديتهولك باش تفهمي إنه even in this thing which is social media, let's say, it's about aesthetics, about like perfection. Whatever. I don't think so. I see a very different way. كي نروح للخدمة. I used to be this person where I had to look perfect. I had to have my hair done. I had to have my eyes done. I had to have my makeup done. That made me have to wake up a bit earlier. And then when I'm at work, I'm so self-conscious about it. But then and then I started hating work because it's just too much work. Like I do work before getting into work, and then in work, and then after work. I just reached a point of like, why am I going through this much effort? I'm going to work. And حتى معاكم, if you have noticed, don't say I've noticed, a lot of my videos, I am in the comfort of my own home, no makeup, no nothing. You're seeing me in my natural habitat. And for me, that stresses me out. For me to نحط اهتمام this thing, it stresses me out. If I have to put on makeup and be a certain way to film for you guys, I would not do it. I would get lazy about it. I'll get burnt out ونكرهها ومنزيدش نديرها. فأنا فقط. If I try to perfect something, I will not do it, and I will hate it, and I won't enjoy it. I have to be 100% myself. And for me, what matters to me is what I'm talking. أنا ما جيش عندكم لهنا باش نوري لكم how I look like ولا نهضر على هاد الحاجات. That's something else. For me personally, أنا نهضر على my experience. أنا جاية باش نهضر. everything else أنا ما عنديش اهتمام. فعرفت أنايا فقط إنه when I try to perfect something, I'm never consistent with it. Check with yourself if you're trying to perfect something. If it works, it works. What do they say? If something is not broken, why fix it? If you have something that works just fine, don't try متسيش تغنشقي فيها. Whatever it is, you know what I mean? Another thing, we lack direction. We lack purpose in a way, or mostly direction. A lot of the times, كنت نحس روحي نوض نخدم نولي ولا نوض نقرا ونولي. I don't know why I'm doing it. مانيش فاهمة. أنا نديرها باسكو this is how the world is set up, and I'm just carrying on with what everyone else does. So at some point, you get so sick and tired because you just think, why am I on this earth? Why am I here? What's the purpose here? It's like a rat race. Nothing is special about it. Nothing is amazing. فالتمك اللي تبداي you question everything بعد تاعي ما تقولي وعلاش نوض وعلاش ندير هكايا وعلاش نسقم روحي. There's no point. You just need to find a form of direction of why. You need to understand why you're doing things. Put a reasoning behind every action you do. I'm going to work because I need money. Let's be real. I'm going to work because I need money, and this will give me some stability, and that is my foundation for me living. Food, rent, life. So that's why I'm going to work, okay? And you've chosen that. At some point, you wanted that job. You went on the interview. You did this, you did that. Appreciate it for what it is. If at some point you are tired of that job, find another job that you will enjoy. You do not have to stay in the same routine. If that routine is not serving you anymore, it might have served you before. If now, after, 6 months, a year, 2 years, 10 years, if you genuinely think that this is not for you, change the direction. We lack direction, we lack purpose. And that's okay. It's okay to change. Okay? I go to work for those reasons. I'm filming these. It is a form of therapy for me. Siham, why do you film these? Oh, because I have gained a certain knowledge with my job as in the nursing home and my psychology degrees and stuff and what my mom and my sisters have taught me. And I felt like, and I'm Algerian as well, نحب نساعد البنات, نحب نهضر مع البنات a big sister, an older sister. I enjoy that. It helps me because نحي على خاطري ونهضر على الحاجات اللي نجوزهم انايا. But at the same time نساعدكم باسكو when I see someone on social media that I kind of relate to, aka certain things I relate to, oh, female, oh, Algerian, oh, speaks English, da da da, and is just a, just a vibe, period. I want to listen. It's nice. It's lovely. It's just the age of social media. Do you know what I mean? And I've always enjoyed creating videos. بصح jamais ما فهمت what type of videos to post. I used to do social media since the age of 16. Fun fact, I used to do from 16 until I think 19, I used to do makeup videos and hair. And then I started like a little makeup brand that I used to sell makeup and stuff. And then that never worked for me, and it was so much hard work, and I tried to perfect it because it's a really difficult field. I have the utmost respect for makeup artists and content creators that create makeup and stuff. بصح والله انا جاتني بزاف غمتني ما اسمع وش عرفت سهام هذه ما تخرجش عليك. تحبي المكياج وتحبي سكين كير بصح ماشي لدرجه انه تحطي كلش فيها. Do you know what I mean? But one thing that I know that I was always good at, and I got in trouble for it in school في المدرسة دايما يقولوا لماما بنتك تهدر بزاف بصح she always does the work. I was a good student, but I love to chat, bitch. I'm always chatting. I was like, you know what? I gave up social media for a good, from like 21, now I'm 27. And in January, I thought, you know what? Let me see what I can do with my new knowledge and let me just talk. And here we are 6 months later, and I finally found something that combines me, my authenticity, and my love for creating videos and talking. You know what I mean? What did I do here? I changed directions. I know what I love. I love creating videos. I love this stuff. But I never knew what direction to take. But the moment that I stopped, again, see, it's all connected. The moment I stopped trying to perfect something, and the moment I stopped like trying to control everything, and I changed directions, because I was lacking it before, it fell into place. And it's a much more peaceful feeling for me. The background is different because I removed them earlier because I had to film something for my agency. But now, to get rid of this rut that you're feeling, who had this depressive episode that you're in, I see one mistake that everybody does is you try to change everything all at once في يوم واحد. You try and change your diet, your style, your routine, your calorie deficit. على ضربة كاع على ضربة يا اختي بلا قل على روحك. مش كلش على ضربة. فهمتك. You wanna have a summer body and a decent job and look this way and have this mentality. Yes, by the summer بصح that takes time. This is why كي تبداي تبدلي كاع هذا على ضربة you're not successful, you fail. Because it's too much pressure. You cannot change everything all at once. بالعقل على روحك. انتي حنينة مع كاع الناس بصح كي تجي مع روحك بالعقل. Choose one thing at a time to fix. Choose the one thing that هذيك هي, you know that once that you got that sorted, you'll be fine. For example, أنايا, I hated my weight, and that's okay. It took me years to understand food. I had a very disgusting relationship with food. مفهمتش. You know, but at some point it's through trial and error. I was just focused on that, you know what I mean? I tried to change everything all at once. I'm like, I need to go to the gym, walk 10K steps, eat this many calories, do that. I was never successful. Give me 1 week and I'm done. ما كاش ما تقدريش كلش على ضربة. What did I start doing? One thing at a time. I was like, okay, I love outside. I love to walk. I was like, okay, 10K steps, easy. I already do that. So that's all I've done. I didn't change anything about what I eat, yeah? I eat whatever I want to eat. But then I started walking. So got that in check. Once that one class, I got it in the bag. Yes, I always walk all the time. And I started walking to work rather than taking, let's say, the bus or like driving or whatever. To make class. Okay, so once I got that, to make c'est bon. Like, هايليك, it's at normal, we'll let routine. Walking will let routine. Next step. I was like, okay, walking already made a difference in my body. I already felt good. I was like, food. Right. I had to understand. أنايا ما يمشيش معايا diet. Never does. Anytime someone says, are you dieting? I'm like, this is not dieting. I don't like ما نحبش diet. اللي يقول لك ريجيم ما كان ما نحبش الريجيم أنايا. ما الريجيم ما يمشيش معايا. ما نقدرلوش. جسمي بانيكي. أنا بانيكي. أنا كي واحد يحط لي label في حاجة I don't follow it. That's just how I am. Some people love a routine. They love, this is the diet, they stick to it, they're so good. I can't. So what did I learn? I was like, I love food. حاب ناكل. Yay! نموت على الماكلة. But I had to, I chose a certain lifestyle, which is whole food diet. It's called a diet, some ما يطلعش diet. I eat things that I know what they are. كي واحد يجيب لي حاجة في البلا. I need to know, okay, that's chicken, that's potato, and that's a vegetable. But to bring me something in a packet, like for example, crisps or something, I can eat crisps, but a certain type of crisps, sheeps. مشي أي sheeps ناكلو. I need to know what the ingredients are, like hummus chips, you know, they've got 5 ingredients max, 4 or 5, and I need to know these ingredients. This is what I've changed. The moment I've changed that and I started eating whole foods and I know what I'm eating, it's still food. نقدر ناكل like a kilo of strawberries. That's still strawberries. That's still real food. You know what I mean? Rather than having sweets and stuff like that. خطرة في غرة ناكل هاد الحاجات اللي نشوفهم everywhere. بصح 80% of the time I'm eating whole foods. Do you understand? It's one thing after the other. ما غيرتش كلش على ضربة. This is why a lot of the things you try to do, they fail because you try and change everything at once. وهي لا لازم تبدأ one thing at a time. Key you get the hang of this. هذه جاتك normal ولات لك عادة. تماك اللي تجيبي الحاجة الدوزيام وتسيي تبدأي تبدليها. That's when you bring the second part and you try and fix that one. Once you have these two, خلاص, it's cool. It's an everyday thing. Then bring on the third thing. You know, one thing at a time. Don't try and, you know, change all of these at once. One thing at a time. Okay, so that's one way. I know sometimes on Nodo, we wake up in the morning, we're like, I'm going to change this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to da-da-da-da-da. And then by the end of the day, you fail. La. Pick one thing, but stick with it for like week, 2. Once you realize you've been doing it for like 2 to 3 weeks. It's a process, honey. It's a process. Not everything is going to change overnight. ماشي هكايا سورتو مع الجسم الإنسان وحنايا ك people. Not everything at once. You will fail. You have to take it easy on yourself. Another thing to get out of this depressive episode / rut is change your environment. I'm not saying move out because I feel like people دايما نقول لهم change your environment and change الآخر يقول لك انت بتعرفي ولا انت عايشة تبترى. I'm just saying, for example, you always take this route to go to work. Maybe today take the other route. Switch it up. It's the smallest things that make the biggest difference, you know? Another thing, change the setup of your room. You don't realize how much this affects you because you wake up every day and you see everything exactly how you left it every day. فchange it. حطي المراية من هي بدلي البنك تاعك منها. Change these things, you know, these little things. Another thing, your hair, let's say. I've always had the same hair all my life. ما نبدلوش. أنا ما عنديش problem معاه. بس sometimes I genuinely get tired of it. What do? I just trim it. نحي قد نهك. I get this much and I cut it. And I promise you, the way it lifts off pressure هنايا is crazy. It's the littlest, teeniest, tiniest things. For example, you always wear the same stuff. Maybe look at a different style. When you have these little changes, you feel like your life is not as repetitive and not as boring, not as like, oh, دايما la même chose. You know what I mean? And then this internally makes you feel a bit better about yourself. And the more you feel better internally, وهنايا, the more you will look at life in a brighter light. Okay, queen? Another thing, and I've said this before, action creates motivation. So motivation follows action. Don't wake up in the morning or like say, I'll do it tomorrow. In the morning, I'll feel motivated. You will never feel motivated. Motivation comes after action. When you wake up, don't even think about it. Don't even sit there and be like, oh, just get up. Do your makeup. keep going. Just keep going. And then the moment you see that, okay, wow, look at me, it'll be like, oh my goodness, I'm so motivated now. Yes, because you didn't think, you can't just think, oh yeah, once I have the motivation. No, it's the action, honey. You just have to keep going. Everyone in this world, including me, is going through shit. Everyone is going through shit. We all have problems. We all have things that are fucking up our day. And that's just the reality of things. But there is a difference. There's two types of people. There's people that focus on all these things that are happening to them and shut down and get into a rut and just accept it. But then there's the other people that, yes, we're going through all this shit, but damn, the world doesn't wait. You just have to keep going. You know what I mean? Another thing to get out of a rut and depressive episode, start doing things you genuinely enjoy. You know, like, what did you enjoy 5 years ago? What did you enjoy when you were a teenager? What did you enjoy? What was something that you used to do that you haven't done for a very long time that genuinely brought you happiness and joy and peace for just that time? It makes a difference. A little shot of dopamine a day is quite nice. For example, what do I like to do? I love to dance. Back in the day, I used to dance in my room so much. I used to put my headphones in, dance in front of the mirror, and that would make me feel so good, so confident, so happy. It's a release. It's like a dopamine hit. There was a time where I haven't done that in a very long time, and I was so in my head. I was sad. Everything was just boring. Everything was just disgusting. Then I was like, oh my goodness, I haven't danced in my room in a very, very long time. Le moment اللي نضت وشطحت. Oh, my mood, better. The next day, I was so motivated because I did that little thing. You know what I mean? It depends on the rut. It depends on the depressive episode. ماشي كل خطرة c'est la même chose. لازم انتي تفيقي تسيي هالحاجة. Try walking, try this, try that. You try it. You know yourself better than anybody else, يا أختي. فيعني, you know, get to know yourself. You know, help out yourself a little bit. You don't get out of a rut by making big changes or doing things you've never done before, things like that. You get out of it by proving to yourself that every day you get up and you keep going. It's not بخبطه بصرعه, مش direct. بالعقل على روحك, حني على روحك شوية. ساعفي روحك. يعني نسعفوا كاع الناس, and that's a beautiful thing. بس لازم نسعفوا روحنا. We have to be nice to ourselves, because you're not nice to yourself, then what? Then you're stuck in bed 24/7. You're hating life. You're hating everything. To do something that takes 5 minutes, it takes you 4 business days. فبالعقل على روحك, يعني حني على روحك. At the same time, not everything happens overnight. The more you get up every day, the more you say, I am worth it. I am worth making a change. I am worth to feel good. I deserve it. I deserve to feel good. I deserve to feel happy in my life. I deserve to have motivation. I deserve to do things. You know what I mean? So try these little things. سيها وشوفي كيفاش تحسي. Because we're all in it. I'm looking at you. You can probably see it in my eyes. I'm not 100%. No one is 100% every day. Okay? But whatever battery you've got, you got to work with it. I would say 50% today. I still did everything I needed to do. Why? Because I wasn't waiting to feel 100% or waiting to have motivation. Shit needs to be done. And I am worth it. And I deserve to have that life. Who's going to do it for me? No one. I have to do it. I have to trust myself, and I have to be gentle with myself to know that I will get up every day. I did not want to get up, but I had many things to do this morning. Another thing, the weather is horrible right now. It's gray skies and it's raining. I don't want to do nothing. I just want to rot in bed, and I'm already feeling shitty. Do you know what I mean? Because it's been constant sad news for me the past few months, but life keeps going, and you have to keep going. Do it sad, do it annoyed, do it not bothered, do it ayana, do it, you know what I mean? But just keep going, because it's not serving you nothing to just sit and just think so negatively about your life. You have to change perspective, Because to sit here and tell me I just need motivation, no. Once you take the action, once you start moving, the ball keeps rolling. Okay? It's okay, we all go through it. There's people that wake up not feeling 100% and be like, you know what, not today, fuck this, I'm not doing nothing because I'm always feeling this way. And then there's people that wake up not 100%, be like, you know what, I gotta do what I gotta do. Even if I'm not 100%, I'm still gonna do what I need to do. And that's the difference. Okay? Wassalamu alaikum.